Hey, welcome to Make Your Money Matter. I'm your host, Brad Barrett. I'm also a managing director and partner here at One Capital Management. And today on the show, we're going to talk about how to keep your money safe. I'm not necessarily talking about investment returns today, but what I want to talk about is actually how hackers and scammers are on the rise nowadays. I want to focus on a client call I had the other day and how I was walking through and helping them with some key areas to focus on to prevent their money from getting stolen. But before we get started, make sure to smash that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single episode. All right, let's get into it. So as I mentioned, I recently had a phone call with someone who had their identity stolen, and it got me thinking about items that I talk with my clients about when it comes up, and something that might be looked at as very simple, but actually is really very important, because no one ever thinks they're gonna get hacked or scammed until it actually happens to them, right? So I figured I'd take some time today to talk about some ways that all of us, all of you, can understand how to prevent, at least stave off, if you will, and protect your money from getting stolen. I'm gonna bring up six items that I talk about often. And again, some of these might seem very elementary, but they're very actually simple to actually employ. And so I would suggest all of us trying to use it. Number one is this, and I lead off with this one because this one might be the most important, and it's gonna sound crazy to start coming from a financial advisor, but it's this: never use a debit card for your purchases. Now, obviously with this one, you have to have some diligence and obviously some discipline with it, but always use a credit card and pay your credit card off each month. Think about the words debit versus credit. If you're using a credit card, you're using someone else's money to buy whatever it is you need that month. It's on credit. If for some reason your identity gets stolen, right, guess who's gonna be chasing down the money faster? The credit card company. Why? Because it's their money. So I always recommend that you focus on and really truly, try to use your credit card as much as you can, not a debit card. But remember, again, discipline comes with this to make sure it's paid off every month. Number two, again, might seem simple, but use strong and unique passwords. I cannot stress this, and I would say use this for every account. I think that, with that comes number three here, which is do not log into accounts on unsecured Wi-Fis. Don't go to your local Starbucks, no offense to them, no shade there, but don't use unsecured Wi-Fis. Make sure the Wi-Fi you're using is secure when you do log into accounts, especially around your finances. Number four is never keep a lot of money in your checking accounts. Now, if you have more questions on this, you can refer back to some of my videos that I've done actually recently. And I've talked about this when it comes to where to place cash, specifically nowadays with cash accounts and money market accounts and money market funds yielding much more than they have in the recent past. But you never want to keep too much in a checking account, or if you do, spread it across in case you do get hacked so they can't get into one specific account. All right, number five, monitor activity in all financial accounts regularly. Me personally, and this is not a paranoia thing, I don't believe, I really check myself on this, but I check in and log into my checking accounts, savings accounts, investments accounts pretty much daily. Now, obviously, if there's anything funky going on, I would know. So I think it's really important that you catch it right away if something does happen. And number six, and lastly, again, something simple. We've been using a lot of this nowadays, and I think we have, access to it. So I would suggest us using it, and that is using two-factor authentication. When possible, I think any account you might have, any setup you might have, whether it's your phone or your computer at work or at home, try to use two-factor authentication whenever possible. This will obviously help and prevent and make sure whoever's logging in, you have the information to make sure to fact check it and go through to it again to prevent any money, cash, saving, investing, whatever it might be, from getting stolen or getting hacked. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that today. If you did, make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a single episode. And always remember to make your money matter.